Hey, what's up guys, this is Saman here from Explore Gadgets, and these are 10 iOS games that you should play. So without any further ado, let's get this started. First up we have Soul Knight. Soul Knight is a bullet shooter with a fantasy feel. Here you'll have to pick a knight, rogue, wizard or thief and go on a top-down dungeon and kill everything that moves, because everything that moves also wants to kill you too. Here you can get tons of weapons and upgrades in randomly generated dungeons, which makes the experience much more amusing. And the game also features a multiplayer mode where you can play with your friends and explore the dungeons together. Next we have Retro Shifter. This is a cyberpunk themed runner where you'll have to change the color on your retro shifters to match the lasers that appear in your path in order to keep running. There are various unlockables for you to get in order to customize your experience, such as new characters, new abilities, and new game modes which will be available as you play. Next we have I Hug You Challenge. This is a simple game where you go on hugging people, but you can't hug people you have already hugged in the same level. You can also play with different characters, and you can even have a character custom made to look like you. You can then buy this in the in-game shop, and all the income gathered will go to a charity organization of your choosing who supports peace around the globe. Next we have Vector Pop. Inspired by all things 90s in its graphical design, the game so far looks to be a simple endless runner. Tapping on either side of the screen affects your position, and you'll have to move from left to right to avoid the obstacles ahead. The game can get very fast paced and even hard sometimes, but that is what makes the game more fun to play. You also have a theme store so you can change the themes. You even have an 80s theme too. You can also add your own pictures to see them inside the game. So if you're looking for an early 90s themed endless runner, Vector Pop is a pretty good choice. Next we have Detachment. This is a simple game with a beautiful minimalist design and simple gameplay, but the game can be very hard at times. The concept is very simple though. Shoot blocks from the bottom to remove the same colored blocks from the top, and detach sections of the blocks from the top to prevent the stack from reaching the bottom. This simple puzzle game can get very addictive very fast, and without even knowing it, you'll be playing this every time in your leisure. Next we have Choose the Side 2. Right off the bat, the game looks pretty simple and easy to play. You'll have to match the colors of the falling ball to match the ball at the bottom. And to do that, you'll have to control the ball by pressing on the left or right side of the screen depending on the color. It sounds simple, but it can get really hard as the colors change sides and it's really hard to keep track of. The game also has 3 difficulties, so even if you find the normal mode easy to play, there will be another harder level waiting for you. Next we have Steampunk Defense. Unlike traditional tower defense games, where you typically place towers along a fixed path to keep the bad guys from getting to your base, Steampunk Tower gets you to build up your tower's defenses with turrets like machine guns and cannons. The creeps come at you from both sides, and it's up to you to cleverly manage your weaponry and resources to keep them from destroying your base. Next we have Deliland. Deliland opens up by introducing you to a story about a princess being sent to small planets to unlock crystals within and give way to life in the universe. With a cute story, adorable artwork, and a laid-back relaxing soundtrack, the game starts with a really strong atmosphere. The mechanics of Deliland are fairly simple, even if you haven't played survival games before. So do check it out, it's actually pretty fun to play. Next we have Silly Walks. Silly Walks is simply a fun game, and it works like this. First, you'll have to choose a certain food. Then it automatically rotates on its standing foot, and tapping on the screen causes them to hop onto the opposite foot, reversing the direction of the spin. And by tapping rhythmically, you can complete the objectives. This isn't some game that is going to stick in your memory for long, but it will entertain you every time you play it. Next, we have Retro Soccer. In this soccer game, you control your team with taps and swipes. You can poke an empty space on the pitch and you'll run there, tap a player and you'll select them. And you've got a whole bunch of game modes to work through. And there's also a sort of career mode that is made up of a bunch of games and challenges. And there is more traditional cups and leagues to try and win. Well, that was it for this video guys. Do leave a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe and don't forget to press that bell icon if you don't want to miss out on some amazing upcoming contents. And as always, thank you for watching. This is Saman signing off.